I know when I'm not following my daily routine or following my routine in general, when my mind starts to just go, when there's really no stopping mechanisms, there's no things put in place for me to just stop my thoughts and be able to collect myself. The one way I collect myself is through meditation. And that's why I press it so much and why I talk about it so much, is because it helps me to calm my mind down, to calm my thoughts down, to calm the constant barrage of thoughts coming into my mind of anything and everything. I might be a little ADD, never diagnosed, but I find myself going down this rabbit hole, and even so much more trying to build my YouTube community. I watch one video and then it spirals into another and another and another, and then I find myself sometimes watching a video, turning my brain off, thinking about something else, and then I go and search for that within YouTube, and now I'm watching something completely different. So even though I might have started off in the self-improvement phase and doing research and trying to see what else is out there, I could definitely wind up at a fitness page or an Excel tips and tricks page or things of that, and, just kind of go off on stuff. And it's comical to me, and I'm sure there's a number of you that go through that as well. But it's so frustrating as well, because there are times where there's things I want to do. And if I don't go through my meditation for a couple days, I can feel the shit, I'm just going to call it shit, the shit being piled up in my brain, like layers, one after another, of stuff that I need to sift through to make sure that I have an empty mind to where I can actually do something. Think about a topic from start to finish, to actually have a coherent thought, not just a squirrel trying to gather nuts, but an actual coherent thought, and do something purposeful and meaningful for that day. So for me, meditation, and if I can take that a step further, breath work as well, both of those help me to clear my mind. And I wanted to share that with you because I know there's a lot of us out there who just, our minds run rampant. Again, you, like myself, one thought turns into another and just snowballs. And next thing you know, half an hour goes by and you're miles away from where your first thought occurred. I actually like going through the thought pattern, reversing it, to see how I got to where I was. I'm a little nerdish that way. Oh yeah, I thought of this, and that little bit connected to that, and then that little bit connected to that, and then So this morning I got to meditate, did a mindfulness meditation. I don't know why I drug that word out. Mindfulness meditation. And I was able to calm myself down, able to just reflect on my breathing, to be in the present moment, do a once over on my body, make sure that everything is okay, feeling well, doing well, and helping to just rid my mind of the thoughts. The thing or things I kind of want to help you through, if this is a route you want to go into meditation, whether it's going on YouTube and following a guided meditation. I'll link a couple of my favorite YouTube channels that I go into that have been amazing. But if you're looking to go down that path, whether you've tried meditation before, it hasn't worked, or you haven't tried it, stick with it. I will say, stick with it. It will get better, will get easier. You'll understand the benefits the more you do it. It's like anything else in the world. The more you do it, the more you're better at it. Whether it's reading, whether it's doing basketball, football, track, 3 sports that I did in high school that I absolutely love. or anything. The more you do it, the more you're going to learn about it, and the better you're going to be with it. So meditation, you'll be better if you do more of it. Just because you're doing this mindfulness meditation doesn't mean you're not going to ever have a thought or a plethora of thoughts. It's the main idea is not to get stuck on the thought or not to give emotion to the thought you have. So if your mind has been racing and you want to go into meditation, your mind's going to continue to race. What you're doing right now is kind of, if you want to use the analogy of being in a vehicle, if you're going at 100 miles an hour, if you just press on that brake, somebody's going to get hurt. The car's going to turn into crap. You're going to hurt yourself. Bad things are going to happen. You need to gradually slow down, and that's what meditation does. So it gradually slows down the thoughts that we start having, so they're less and less, and they become less jumbled, to where you finally get to the point where you can focus on your breathing, where you can then start getting effective thoughts, purposeful thoughts that will come eventually. But the main thing is to slow down your thinking gradually. So again, if your mind's racing, you go into meditation, you're going to have those racing thoughts. Work on your breathing. Work on, if you're doing a guided meditation, work on listening to the voice that you're listening to or the ambient sounds in the back, and try to focus on that stuff. You'll get the thoughts, okay? You'll never be devoid of thoughts. You'll get thoughts while you're doing this. Just like being in that car while you're driving and you have the trees or buildings or signs going past you, you don't think anything about them. Think the same thing with your thoughts. You'll get the thought, don't think anything about it, don't put any emotion to it. Don't be like, oh yeah, I need to go buy this. Be like, oh, shopping list, okay, whatever, I'll get to it later, and just breeze past it, go back to your breathing, the guided meditation, the voice, the sound, whatever it is. So I want to bulletproof you that way is you're going to continue to think while you're meditating. The whole point is to slow it down. Slow down your thinking. Eventually, once you do it more and more, eventually that time frame from when your mind's racing to when you are able to relax and actually meditate, that time frame will get less each time you try to do this. You do this meditation work, but you have to do it. You have to practice with it. And when it does get less and less, you'll be able to affect greater change in a shorter amount of time within your mind, which will help you sooner. So that's one thing that I've learned in my life that I need is meditation, because my mind does race. So when you feel busy, when you feel overworked, overwhelmed, when you start going down that rabbit hole, look to see if you can set aside 5-10 minutes just in that moment to be able to do a mindfulness meditation and come back to the present moment. Slow down those thoughts and get more focus and clarity within your mind and within the day. So then when you come out of your meditation, your thoughts will be much clearer, and then you can start categorizing them, writing them down, whatever you do, whether it's on a computer, it's on your phone, writing in your journal. You can organize your thoughts so then they won't be so jumbled in your head. You won't feel so stressed, anxious, overwhelmed, and you'll be able to go on with your day a little bit happier and put you in the position to help you unlock your greatness. So that's what I got for you.